let's get to the content. Sweetie! Sweetie! Here you go.
12 years. And the bus that we used was a part of the investigation. So when he was getting married, he's like, cool, go ahead and do it. But the whole time, the mobile home was on the hot sheet. His wife name was Stacy, my wife name was Stacy. So when I registered the mobile home in my wife's name, they thought it was him, his wife. Right. I'll be like, you ain't got to give me nothing, just get it registered and get the insurance on it. Little did we know, once we re-registered it, it put it back on the hot list. Oh. But he's been on the run 12 years. I only been home 3. So there's no way I could have been involved in what he was going on. Fans hit us everywhere we go. We think it's just normal hip-hop shit. Right. We hit Portland, they hit us. We going up through Oregon, we get all the paperwork. They took the radiator cap off, took the part, stuck us in, I can't remember where we was for 3 days. They took the scanned it from the router to the tutor, found what they wanted on it, put it back together, gave it to us. I flew back home. When I fly home, we get hit. See, one day we get somebody to see him, and me and Steve is at the hotel, we taking a shower, and somebody comes say, yeah, man, the police got Nipsey on the bus. That's on the mobile home. And I think it's me, Steve, shortstop. We all, we rush to get dressed, we run over there, and I come on the bus, and they got Nip on the bus. I mean, y'all got to go off the bus. This is private property. Get off the bus. And they like, no, we talking about, no, you ain't gonna talk to him in here. So get him off the bus, boom. Then, and so we ended up getting stopped. So we calling everywhere for somebody to come get the mobile home and fix the mobile home. When they come to get the mobile home, it's the feds when I get home, they bang my house, thinking that my house is dude house and I'm dude and my wife because she registered mobile home. And the information.
Rollin 60S Crips, looking at ways in which we can bring forth those intervention programs, every way that we can to make this community safe.
He had seen the bus moving. His son was on the bus. They're tracking all that, so they're hitting us in every state. So now we re-registered the van in my wife's name. So when we registered my wife's name, they hit our house. And when I get back, they hit our house because they trying to track everything. They hit 21 people's houses. They hit my house, and then they find all in the house. So in any black person's house, there's some burners in that mother. Because they were saying they had they had a travel agency. So not a travel agency, but travel agency, and so they take around the country in vans and buses. So you ain't responsible for you put on the bus. But if you got a bunch of motherfuckers recording on there and you going out there, but you really moving weight.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Like it was getting it. Like I'm talking about getting the bag. I just hit it home. They had 21 people. They think they got him. Anyway, make a long story. He ended up turning himself in, take the case off all of us. He get life, right? For the drugs. Right. When that happened, my team is acting weird. So I'm looking at Steve, I'm looking at Nip, man, get a paperwork from Sony so they can see that we releasing all this. They acting weird. So, me, I'm still kind of like, hey, I'm hot, hot and heavy, but I'm like, I can't. So I ended up going to jail, me and my wife. So now when I get out, I'm like this, like, why y'all acting all funny? They asking Steve for the paperwork. They asking Sony for the paperwork. They need a lease to show that we was leasing it and that this was the movement. Right. And then Steve and Nipsey acting like it's this major caper. So that's why I left music. That was really how I left music. And if you look at it, like, if you see where at some point in our music venture, you only see Steve and Nipsey together. You kind of really don't see me no more. And they didn't really know why I had left, but I'm like, if these...
Do you know what's really fun? Making a website on Wix.
Panicking like this over some it ain't serious, and we in a hip-hop game, what if we knock down some...
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I love Steve death, but I'm like, I got to get away from this. And we weren't making no money then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they made no...
I don't know, 2011, 2012. I'd have to really think about what year that was. And it was in the Marathon store. and argument. We had a little argument back in, I don't know, 2011, 2012. I'd have to really think about what year that was. And it was in the Marathon store. And that was the last time we spoke.
Can I ask you the details of the conversation?
I don't want to get into the details because it involves naming names, and I don't want to do all that.
Okay.
Got mad, went down there, right? This is when he got set on his pockets, you know, by Fats, rest in peace, right? Went down there, this is when Black Sam allegedly came out the store firing in the air. Let him ask Black Sam about that, because let me explain something to you. On Pa Rudis tells me, first of all, he worked me out some bail money.
Who did? Big U?
Big U. Because I get the call, I send the bail money, right? Come to find out, Rosé showed me that in the midst of all that coming, when the police came, Big U turns into grid worker. Came down here to police the situation, right? So he tells me, hey, Wack, the Black Sam, the police told me, leave him alone. That's one of his. He on parole, and they let the out before me. This what he feed me. Come to find out, Black Sam was off parole. Black Sam indeed had to bail out. Big U was the one that they let out. No strings attached. He turned into grid worker when all this hit the fan. He's got pulled over down the street, all this up. So Big Boy didn't know to ask about that. But if Black Sam would have told that story on what that really say and what really happened at that precinct,
like really being committed and being really pure with my energy, and I was just only doing music, and I was like suffering financially. You know, the police raided the studio and took all the equipment and put a gun on me that was in the house, a shotgun. It was a registered shotgun, but I was on probation for a gun. So, you know, the probation says you can't be around no guns at all. So they booked me for the gun, took all my equipment, and I was really just in there working. You know what I mean? Just like, they don't know that. Nobody know how pure you are but you. And I was really pure at that time. I wasn't doing nothing but music. You know, it kind of discouraged me for a long time.
When the police kept harassing me, every time they see my car, they'll blur me up.
There you go.
Back to back every day. I swear to God, like twice a day sometimes.
Yeah.
Stop me, search, don't find nothing. See me tomorrow, do the same thing over.
Right.
Hey, I done seen people go to jail for blood and get stuck. And I couldn't be a statistic. I couldn't do it. I'm gonna fall back because they're not playing fair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they hitting you with bogus charges, running your bill real high, shit like that. So I fell back.
so because I wouldn't have benefited from Nipsey. I didn't have no business with Nipsey. Nipsey ain't signed to me, wasn't signed to me.
Next,
Signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which will end 2019.
Crazy.
Hello. But I ain't tripping off of that because, you know, it is what it is. But I do have that. You know what I mean? So,
wait, so your deal with Nipsey was 10 years?
It's 10 years.
It was a 10
years, 20 for publishing to Aramis Astrodome.
Oh, wow. So 09 to 2019.
09 to 2019.
So technically, Victory Lap.
Hello.
Okay.
Then why did you want me to sue the estate and act like I brought you out of the contracts 53 days after this man's demise? Can you please tell the people this? You lied and said you had no contract. Now you got a contract. 53 days after this man died, you wanted Wack 100 to go at the estate. Nope.
Door is this been years of backdooring, and he been losing for a decade. He been trying to backdoor this man, and he been losing for a decade. So when it died, he want to take Crenshaw because it's already branded.
Yeah, but remember when he was at the building on Crenshaw and 43rd, right?